Information is not being disseminated properly, and I completely blame technology on this fact. Yes, I said that. The entire world is literally in a rut, or what I like to refer to as a reliance upon technology. Look, let me ask you something. How do you get your information? Do you get it from a phone, from a computer, from social media, news, email, newsletter, text messages, DMs, or all the above? How do you rely on getting your information? I truly believe that information is not properly getting out there into the world the way that it needs to across all levels. I'm talking about from corporate levels to personal levels, personal professional levels. It's one of those things that we really need to start taking a serious look at how information is being disseminated, because it's absolute garbage. We must get back to old-fashioned face-to-face communication. We are missing that. We are starving for face-to-face communication. Hell, even reaching out physically and talking to somebody over the phone is better than just tapping away on a text message or sending emojis or memes or even shorthand for that matter, like TTL. I don't even know how it goes. Talk to you later, whatever the case. So the thing is that we have gotten into this rut, this reliance upon technology, to where information is just literally not being disseminated the right way. It's causing confusion. It's causing chaos. It's causing messages not even to really get out there. And people are failing. Teams are failing. Organizations are failing. Social media platforms are even failing, for that matter. If you ask me, information is just being blasted all over the place in such a way to where we're really causing a lot of chaos and confusion. We must get back to good old-fashioned face-to-face communication. We must get back to reliable sources of communication. It's crushing us right now. So let me share a quick story with you. I remember years ago, I was in the military for 24 years, and I remember years ago, I had a really interesting situation happen. I was out and about, and, I was with my soldiers, and I was out and about. We was marching, training, doing different things. In other words, we wasn't back at the office, the main building. And I forgot my phone. I didn't have my phone with me on this particular instance. And I'm out and about. I'm just doing my thing. I'm doing what it is that I do, but I'm not at the office. Later on that day, when I finally ultimately get back to the office, my commander calls me into the office and literally just starts chewing me up and down and says, "How come you didn't call me back? How come you didn't respond to me? How come you didn't get that message? You didn't get this, you didn't get that. I had an emergency and I needed to get a hold of you right here, right now." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, I didn't have my phone with me. I was out and about and I was training. I didn't have my personal MiFi, and it's not like I walk around all day with the internet on my back." Ooh. That was the wrong thing to say. That 100% absolutely was the wrong thing to say, because I got in a little bit of trouble. Now, I didn't get in big trouble or a lot of trouble, but I definitely got in a little bit of trouble for that one. You definitely don't tell a commander sarcastically or smartly, if you will, that you don't walk around with the internet on your back and I don't have my personal MiFi with me. So it was a lesson learned, but I definitely got counseled for that. That's for sure. But I digress. It's one of those things to where we've gotten into a rut, though. We really have, to where we rely on technology so much that we miss messages. We don't get messages. It's really horrible. But here's the thing. I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. Technology has made our lives easier. And I'll agree with you. In a lot of instances, you are absolutely correct. Technology has, in fact, made our lives a whole lot easier. But at the opposite end of that spectrum, I also believe that it has made us further apart. It's distanced us. It's put a separation between a person and a person with technology in the middle. And I truly believe that when we get back to good old-fashioned face-to-face, or even talking, even phone calls, and I know what you're saying. That's that's still technology. You're right, but you know what? Hearing somebody's voice and hearing an actual message from someone, I guarantee you, is a whole lot better than a missed text message. A whole lot better than not understanding what emojis or GIFs or images you're trying to send. It clears up the confusion when you can physically talk to someone. It clears up the confusion when you can see them face to face, because I'm telling you, I've been in this situation to where, I'm texting someone and it was like, have you ever heard the saying, don't text me in that tone of voice, you? I'm like, what are you talking about? All I did was text you. And I don't like the sound of your text. Kind of a thing. And it was one of those things to where I was like, my goodness, dude, all I did was text you back. You didn't like the way that I texted you back. So what? Too bad. It's kind of one of those things to where we really need to get back to hearing the sound of each other's voice. We really need to get back to face-to-face communication, because technology has really ruined the way that information is disseminated. Technology in a lot of ways has just absolutely ruined the way that that information is sent and received. And I believe that we need to get back to the old-fashioned way. So here's how we're going to fix this worldwide problem, because yes, it is a worldwide problem. Understand that people matter. You need to understand that people do matter, and people connecting with people is where the magic really happens. We need to get back to direct information sharing, direct communication, direct collaboration with each other instead of indirectly communicating with one another. We need direct communications versus indirect communications. We need direct leadership versus indirect leadership. Within this world, we need direct information versus indirect information. It's killing us. It absolutely is killing us. It's driving the world absolutely insane when we get all this indirect stuff. We need to get back to more direct communications. We must. Look, here's the thing. I want to share something with you. It's a resource that I have that I want to give you absolutely for free, that I truly believe will change the way that you think about information dissemination, the way that you think about leadership, the way that you think about how we can solve this problem that we're having out in the world. And it's in my book called Leadership Solved. And it's absolutely for free on my website, terrywadethompson.com. So if you go to my website, terrywadethompson.com, I want you to grab my book absolutely for free, Leadership Solved. And in that book, I have one really good concept that's in. Now, there's a lot of good concept, but there's one concept that I want you to focus on, and it's the concept of the 5 rights. I have a concept in that book called the 5 rights, and I truly believe that when you really adhere to the 5 rights, you will never be wrong. And that will solve a lot of the problems that we're having out there within the world on how information dissemination, we're struggling with it. I'm here to tell you, when you adhere to those 5 rights, you will never be wrong. So I want you to grab my free book called Leadership Solved, absolutely for free on my website, terrywadethompson.com. And I want you to elevate yourself. I want you to understand that you are capable of so much more than technology has really limited us on. And go to my website, grab my book. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to it. There'll be another video that's posted somewhere here on the screen. I want you to watch that next video, because that next video is really going to help you understand what it is that I just talked about here today. And make sure you subscribe, as I said. That way you stay connected to the things that I'm talking about, the things that I'm sharing. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.